So it is moving day for me today, and surprisingly enough, it's not going to rain. I've almost become quite accustomed to the fact that it's probably going to rain almost every single time that I have to move. But today is always just a bit of a sad day. And I think the biggest reason, and this may be true or different for everyone, and then there might be some of you like, hell yeah, let's get out of here, is the fact that when you get to a place and then you spend enough time in that place, it's almost inevitable that you are going to find people that you like, that you genuinely like to spend your time with. And then what happens? You have to leave them. I mean, it really is quite tragic. It's both awesome and tragic all at the same time because of the fact that you are moving. You would have never have made those friends in the first place. And then at the same time, because you're moving, you inevitably are going to have different travel plans than those people, and you're going to have to go where they're not going to be. And I think that's probably the hardest part for me, being a full-time traveler now, is that, you know, without some sort of just like, you know, community structure, and, you know, this might be true for, you know, some travelers. I mean, there might be other ones that just like, oh, I don't care, you know I'll see him again, or, you know, I've made friends. The internet really has kind of opened up a whole new world for us as being, you know, full-time nomads. Because, you know, we can exchange numbers, we can do FaceTime or Skype calls or just, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it does make it much, much easier to not feel, oh, God, I'm never going to see these people again. Because, you know, I would say maybe, you know, 15, 20 years ago, if you met people, I mean, you had to stay like on the phone, you never really got to see them. There was no such thing as Facebook, there was no such thing as YouTube. So it was very difficult for you to keep up with somebody, to check in on them, to see how their day was going, just kind of voyeur a little bit into their life and just go, okay, they're doing great, everything's awesome, and I'm really glad. But now it is much, much easier to stay in contact with people, call them, FaceTime them, Skype, YouTube, Instagram. You can literally be almost everywhere they are, kind of sort of just like right there with them because of those advancements in technology. I also think that it's only because of those things that it makes leaving not as difficult. If it wasn't for those things, I think that it would be so much harder. And I do think that that could be the biggest reason why a lot of people go, oh, I couldn't do without, I wouldn't be able to full-time. I wouldn't be able to full-time travel without my family. I would miss them too much. I wouldn't be able to see them. But I've noticed that since I've been out here, I've been basically full-timing for the last 3 months now. And I talk to my friends and family over, you know, FaceTime, because, you know, we're all Apple people, but it's so much easier. Like, I can sit down, I can grab my cup of coffee, FaceTime my mother, and we can have a conversation all morning long. Like, we can literally talk for an hour before she has to get ready and go to work and that whole kind of thing. And it really does take a lot of the anxiety away from full-time traveling. And I would honestly say that at this point in the game, if that is the biggest thing holding you back from being a full-time traveler, don't let it. At the very least, you're going to have to give it, you know, a try, and then officially see if it's going to make a difference. But that's the hardest thing for me, is because I really like some of the people that I meet while I'm out here, and then I just want to stay with them. I almost like want to caravan with them, you know, just like go wherever they're going, hang out with them more, do the things that they're doing so that we can have more experiences together, not just like, oh yay, you know. I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling at this point. I was thinking about it and I was just like, I'm curious about the whole caravanning thing. You know, I know that a lot of people do it, wondering, you know, how would that work? You know, how do you sync your schedules up with those other people? How difficult is it to make travel plans? How often do people disagree about where to go next or where to camp next? And, you know, does that affect your ability to, you know, create community while on the road? You know, those are all questions that I kind of have in my own head about how feasible the concept, genuinely is, long term. It's also a matter of, I know that a lot of people, when they organize these caravans, especially out in the West, what happens, it's not like you get to say, okay, I want all these people that I met, and I want us all to be caravanning together. You basically just have to go out there, and whoever's there, see if you get along with them. Okay, yeah, I can kind of get along with this one and this one, so let's break off and do this little, but what if they got along with some of the ones that you didn't? So, I don't know. I'm just, again, I feel like I'm rambling again, but I just wanted to kind of say that that's probably, for me, the most difficult part of doing this full-time, is meeting some amazing, awesome people, and then not being able to be with them and hang out with them, and losing, working the whole time that you're at a place, building a sense of kind of family and community, and then having to leave them and start all over again. But I also find it very exciting that you can remake yourself every day, every week, every couple of weeks, and you can be a better person every single time you pack up that camper. Every single time you grab your stuff and you go to a new place, you can literally make a whole pack of brand new friends. People you've never met before. People that have got amazing stories. They've been to amazing places. They've seen some amazing things. So then you catch up and then you make new friends. And then you're like, I would like to make some adventures with you too. So anyway, that's all I had for you all today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's the reason I think everyone should at least travel with an animal. They really are the best way to have that thread of continuity between place to place. They give you that anchor in your travels. You know that they're always going to be there. They'll always love you. They'll always care about you. They will always love you unconditionally. And I think that's a very important aspect of being on the road full time, especially if you're going to be doing it solo, without a spouse, without a significant other. You need this. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I want to thank every one of you for watching yet another riveting episode here on the Avion Awesome channel. I'm your host, Robert Puckett. I'm going to see you guys again on the next one. Peace.